Hello everybody, my name is Justin Scott. I'm the jeweler at Meg's Jewelry, and this is Eric. He's also a jeweler here at Meg's, and today I want to take you through and walk you through making a band, what it takes to make a gents band. It's going to be distressed. It's going to be about a size 13. It's going to be in 10 karat white gold. We're going to alloy it. We're going to pour an ingot. We're going to do all sorts of stuff, and I'm going to walk you through the whole process. So let's get started. Okay, now we got to get the alloy. We got in the pure metal. We're going to mix it together so we can get 10 karat. 41% of this, 41.6% of this is going to be pure gold. The rest of it's going to be alloy. So we weigh those out and we'll mix them together and melt them. Now we're going to take the stuff that we just mix together, the pure gold and the white gold alloy. We're going to put it in this, and this is called a crucible. We're going to pour those guys in there, and they want to jump around a little bit. Alright, now that we got it melted real good, we are going to pour it. What I'm pouring it into is called an ingot. It's what shapes our metal. Alright, we're going to break the ingot mold apart. Let's see what we got here. Alright. Woo! It's kind of warm, but that's it. It's a piece of gold. Now we have to square up our metal, and this is where we file it and take off all the burrs so we can roll it through the mill. Now we're going to take our metal and we're going to run it through this. This is a rolling mill, and what it does, it has these two little rollers right here and this press, and what we're doing is we're squeezing the metal down to a smaller size. Because to make this ring, we don't need this ring this thick. This is pretty thick. So we're going to go ahead and start rolling this guy. If you've ever seen one of those little penny presses, it's kind of the same thing. And we're going to roll it through here quite a few times to get it started. Now every time that we do this, it hardens the metal. It stresses the metal. So what we need to do after we have moved the metal about 50%, we need to do what's called annealing. Annealing is heating up the metal, and I'll show you that. And it relaxes the metal back, and we can mill it, or we can roll the mill in here. Now that we got our blank done, this is what it looks like. We're going to put it in this. This is a shank bender or a ring former. You can see it start bending that. I'm going to try to put down a lot of force in here. This is a pretty thick piece of metal. Start moving it that way. And it's going to be a size 13. So we're just going to bend it as much as we can, then we'll size it up. Okay. That's where we'll start. Okay, now with a normal ring that was just polished, we would solder this up, file it down, make it smooth, and then high polish it, and we'd be done. But in this case, the customer wants it to look rugged. They want it to look distressed, and so we're going to put a different kind of finish on it. We still got to solder it up, so that's what we're going to do next. Our customer wants it to have a distressed look, so we're going to take a mandrel and kind of warp it a little bit. Then we're going to take a bud burr and we're going to go across the surface of the metal. And this will give it that kind of a rock-like texture and give it the look that the customer wants. Now we're sandblasting the ring, and that's going to give it a little bit more of a matte finish. Okay, it's a new day.
Last night I finished sandblasting the ring. I took a file and filed all the rough parts on the inside of the ring off. That's a file, and progressively went to a finer file. After that, we took a drum wheel with a fine grit on it, and I went on the inside the ring shank. And after that, we took and we polished it with we call them fluffy puffs, but they're just muslin buffs. They're really small, and they polish the inside of it. And now all we have to do is rhodium plate the ring, and we'll be done. Okay, now it's time to rhodium plate. White gold isn't naturally white. It has kind of a yellow tint to it. So what I'm doing here is I'm dipping it in an electro cleaning solution. It's kind of like a soap, and we clean it off there. Dip it in a distilled water, and then we're going to put it in the rhodium bath, which is that orangey yellow liquid over there. We dip it in there and we shake it to make sure it doesn't get air bubbles, little marks on it. And when we pull it out, it's nice and white. And after the rhodium bath, this is it. This is what it looks like. This is our final product. Hey, thank you for watching. That was how you make a ring. My name's Justin Scott. This is Eric Young, our cameraman. Have a wonderful day. God bless.